I wanted to make this video for people who are potentially interested in playing Old School Runescape, or for people who played RuneScape or Old School RuneScape in the past and are thinking about coming back, or even played RuneScape 2, which is what this game is based on. I don't know, just people who are generally interested in playing RuneScape. Probably the main reason you want to play this game is maybe you have friends who are playing, but your friends are going to be at a point in the game that is much higher than the point you're at. And if you just start the game fresh and you just go in without knowing what you're doing, you can have a lot of fun, but you will kind of, I'm going to say waste time, but I'm talking about from like a gaming perspective of wanting to get to the high level content as soon as possible, to play with your friends, etc., etc. I've always kind of been like that, like I want to get to the high level content as quickly as possible in a game, and yes, it kind of ruins the game sometimes, but it also means that you get to the late game content. A good example of that is World of Warcraft. I made a shaman originally and realized that you could level more quickly with a mage, so I made a mage. I got to level 60 so ridiculously quickly and then just stopped enjoying the game because all I was doing was boosting other people for money, basically. So yeah, I don't know, there's good things and bad things, but if you just want to make a new account, then I highly recommend that you follow, oops, wrong thing, either this guide from Boti or just any guide. I'll leave, or you can just go on Google, type in Boti paste bin. There's let me just bank, guys, efficiency. There's two paste bins here that are useful. There's the bottom one and the top one. I'm currently following the bottom one, but it does say at the beginning that this guide is not macro efficient for a standard Ironman. There is another guide for that. And yeah, it's an Ironman guide, but again, like, even if you're not an Ironman, there's no reason you can't follow this guide, because it means that you don't have to rely on other people. You don't have to waste time making money, which is probably the thing that most people waste their time with in this game, is trying to make money to train skills. But you can just spend your time to train those skills and not spend money, basically. Or you can make money as an Ironman. I made 1.1 million GP in like 5 hours, 6 hours at the agility pyramid as an Ironman. I'm not really an Ironman, I'm like a half Ironman, I'm a bronze man. Let's not get into that, it's too confusing. If you want to make a new account and you want to skip straight to the good stuff, then you can see that I've got 2 days, 16 hours playtime, which is 64 hours, I want to say. Yeah, it's 64 hours. In 10 days, that's quite a lot. Holy shit, I've been playing this game a lot, and I have a full-time job where I can't play the game, so holy shit. There's a lot of grindy stuff in this guide. I will warn you right now, if you're not a grindy person, then this probably isn't the guide for you. Maybe find a different one, but I think it's worth following one of these guides because you just do everything efficiently, okay? So when I normally play, what I do is I'm in Varrock and I'm like, oh yeah, I need a level, so I'll go and do this quest where I have to go all the way from Varrock to Lumbridge, and then from Lumbridge to Falador. Rune Mysteries is a great example of this. I think the first time I came back to RuneScape, like 2 years ago, I literally just did Rune Mysteries, where I walked from Lumbridge to... Side note, RuneScape's a 16... Peggy 16. What? Huh? I thought it was a kid's game, what? Oh, okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, so yeah, when I first came back to RuneScape, what I did was I got the quest, and then I walked all the way to Wizard's Tower, and then from Wizard's Tower I walked all the way to Varrock, and then I pretty sure I didn't have home teleport, so I walked all the way back. Okay, and I think it took me like 45 minutes to do Rune Mysteries. But instead of that, you can just follow one of these guides, and you just do everything in an efficient order, which for me, as someone who wants to just skip straight to the good stuff, it's a really, really nice thing, and I'm really, really enjoying following the guide as well, which people in the Fracture clan chat, if you want to join Fracture, then I don't really know how you can join, but I don't know how to join this clan that I'm in, but yeah, you can join somehow. They're saying that they wouldn't really enjoy following this guide, or they don't enjoy following this kind of guide, but for me it's been really, really fun. There have been some big grinds, like I said. I did 64 agility pretty much immediately. I got full graceful, which I've never had full graceful before. I've never had an infernal cape, I've never had a quest cape. I'm planning on getting all of them on this account. If you want to follow that progress, then I'll leave the first episode of this Bronze Man progress at the end of this video, basically. But I wanted to make this for people who maybe play World of Warcraft, Classic, or I don't know, other games that... I don't know what the most comparable game to RuneScape is. I don't think it really has a comparison. I think the good thing about RuneScape is it's completely unique. Another thing is you can play the game however you want. So you can spawn and you can just go and kill men for 10,000 hours, and I don't know, yeah. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. There are people who have like really, really good combat stats, but not a lot of quests done, and you know, they don't have certain like rune crafting level to get an achievement diary done, and they get the worst thing that happens to them is they get flamed a little bit at raids, or they won't be. You can't join certain clans, I guess, if you don't have the proper gear or whatever. Or you can't even maybe do Inferno unless you have the proper gear as well, I guess. But that's why it's so good to follow this guide, and that's why I'm following it. And I'm going to do everything that's on here. I'm pretty sure it's going to say Inferno. I've never done the Inferno before, but if Boaty says I can do the Inferno, I believe him. Yeah, okay, so it says here, optional, complete Inferno anytime after blowpipe. I'm looking forward to all of this content, guys. Killing Zulrah to get my own blowpipe, I've never done it before, never. I've killed Zulrah and got a blowpipe, but then I've just sold it immediately. And I had like gear that I got that was worth billions, etc. Yeah, I'm probably going to try and solo raids as well. So yeah, I'll definitely be looking at that in some more detail. But if you're, yeah, look, finish off Western Provinces, diary steps, etc. So everything is just built into it, and you're not going to waste time doing inefficient things, inefficient grinds that take longer than they should. You can guarantee that this is going to be faster than 99% of other ways of building an account. Unless you are really rich already in the game and you already know exactly what you're doing, then there are other ways to just get all level 99s in like 3 months, which 2 people are currently doing on YouTube, which should be pretty interesting to see who wins that. Okay, so yeah, I'll leave the video there. This is my account. I've got 1 million XP after 2 days and 16 hours. Most of it's been on quests and pretty much all of it on agility, to be honest with you. Fishing as well now has taken a good few hours. I've just got 26 to 56 fishing, which is part of the guide. I've been growing cats as well, so I'll have death runes. These are all optional steps because I'm kind of like an Iron Man. I'm not really an Iron Man, but I'm kind of like an Iron Man. But even if you're selling on the GE, growing these cats is like 60k every 2 or 3 hours. So if you're starting with 0 gold, you can just sell the death runes. You know what I mean? Like, just because you're not an Iron Man doesn't mean you can't follow an Iron Man guide. I think people should hear that, and I think more people should build their accounts like this because it will get people to the fast things without killing, you know, Slayer monsters in full dragon or whatever. But then again, that's part of the game, and I don't know. I just like doing things efficiently nowadays because I don't have a lot of time. So maybe if you don't have a lot of time and you want to just kill some bosses, this video, you'll find it helpful. Thanks for watching, guys, and see ya.